Welcome. Okay, ഇനി നമ്മൾ എങ്ങോട്ടാ പോണ്ടേ?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
A visitor.
I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Cracked games അല്ല ബ്രോ, ഇത് PS5-നകത്താ. ഇത് വാങ്ങിച്ച ഗെയിംസാ. But no budget for equipments. Equipments ഒന്നും അങ്ങനെ ആദ്യമൊന്നും അധികം ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യണ്ട ബ്രോ. മെല്ലെ അപ്ഗ്രേഡ് ചെയ്താൽ മതി.
Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us.
ബുക്ക് മുന്നേ വേറെ ആരും എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. Page gone.
I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful. It may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
ISO speed. Can you do like ISO speed? ISO speed inde എന്ത്? Do like what? എന്താണ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്? What are you asking?
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
SJ, hello bro. Welcome back.
Bruh.
As soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Additional person requesting you to meet her in the lower Hawksfield Hamlet. Okay. World map പോണം. Side quest and collectibles. Do you go to work, bro? No, bro. No work. വീട്ടിൽ തന്നെയാണ്. Okay.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive skill. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
നമുക്കിപ്പോൾ ഏത് ക്വസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാം? മറ്റേ I need to attend herbology class taught by Professor Garlic. നമുക്ക് ആ പെണ്ണിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് പോവാം, നാറ്റിയുടെ അടുത്ത് പോവാം. ഗെയിം അടിപൊളിയാട്ടോ. പക്ഷേ
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
പറയണം വേണ്ടല്ലേ?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a
A bit
Hogwarts
odd.
student so intently. But
Okay.
whatever the reason, you were
Wakanda.
clearly in danger.
Black
For
Panther
now,
little
it is
slang.
safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow was planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer
ഇനി
needs.
കുറച്ച്
All right.
ഹാരി പോട്ടറിന്റെ
But
ഗ്ലാസ്
how?
വെച്ച് കളിക്കാം.
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you
അല്ല
need
മറ്റേ
me.
മ്യൂസിക്.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Dare you threaten me?
അതാരാ?
What's going on here?
Wait, think!
ഇത് വേറൊരാൾ ചോദിച്ചാൽ കണ്ട്. ഓ അത് ശരി, നീ കണ്ടല്ലേ?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy
Ashwin
snip back your
Bhaskar.
time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
അശ്വിന്ദർ ഹിന്ദിക്കാരനാണ്.
Students, you can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Still behind!
ആ റെഡ്
Oh,
സാധനത്തിന്
watch the
എങ്ങനെ
light go out of
കളയാന്നുള്ളതാണ്.
your eyes.
We can hold it up!
I'm not going anywhere.
You'll take this student off of my dead body! Such agility! You're going to regret that. Cowards! Going up! Child!
Tell Rookwood to find himself.
How embarrassing! You're there! Oh, you made a grave mistake!
ഓക്കെ, മറ്റേ പെണ്ണ്. ഓക്കെ,
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to
എല്ലാവർക്കും ഈ
dispatch
സെയിം
me
കണ്ണടയാണല്ലോ.
to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who is Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought Merlin was a myth.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Okay. Mallowsweet.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Sure.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna use.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
Oh,
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious
Siddiq, hi,
about
bro.
these pyres.
എന്താ പരിപാടി?
Incendium!
Merlin's beard!
ഇൻസെന്റിയാണ്
That's that.
എടാ സിദ്ദിഖാണ്. എന്താ പരിപാടി? പട്ടറോട്.
Beard, how beautiful!
ഹാരി പോട്ടർ കണ്ണാടി. യെസ്, ഹാരി പോട്ടർ കണ്ണാടി വെച്ചു.
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research.
Okay.
My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Okay. Bye.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes
Okay.
and books.
സ്നീക്കർ കളക്ഷൻ പറ്റി പറയും. സ്നീക്കർ കളക്ഷൻ ഒന്നുമില്ലടാ. ആകെ 2 ഷൂസ് ഉണ്ട്. അത് തന്നെ ഉള്ളൂ. വേറെ ഒന്നുമില്ല കളക്ഷനായിട്ട്.